Okay, beautiful. So here are 7 signs you're still functioning heavily in your masculine energy and you probably don't realize it. So, in love and no judgment, I'm just going to give you the signs. And if you're new here, what's up? I'm Natasha, founder of Adora, former single mom of 4.
And I'm Brian, coach, former bachelor, just here to give the healed and masculine perspective.
So if you're interested in learning more about feminine masculine energy in relationships, in dating and marriage, and with your hormones and everything else, then you're going to want to follow for more. We'll explain them to you so you can shift it, so you can start attracting not only the healthy provider masculine energy men in dating or if you're married, but also this affects your money flow and just how you receive things in life. And it's good for your hormones. Number 1 sign that you're still functioning heavily in your masculine energy is you are always overthinking, you're stressing, but you are always thinking, which is masculine energy. So masculine energy is all head energy versus getting back into your body, which I did not understand what that meant when I was in my masculine energy. It's like, what does that even mean? You're trying to rationalize what it means to get back in your feminine body, which if you don't understand it, that's okay. But that's the first sign.
Second sign is combative and the need to control. Nothing's ever good enough. He can do something for you or he can plan something out. And instead of just going along with it, it's a correction that's coming, or it's like, okay, let's try this instead. Right. So it's just looking, even if what he's saying is good, it didn't come from you. Right.
So it's not good enough.
Exactly. Since it didn't come from you, it's not good enough. And a lot of times it happens with a lot of women that have had to make a lot of decisions, right? They may be in leadership positions on the job. They may be single moms. And in those situations, everything stops at them. So it's really just being open and not that having the combativeness and feeling like you need to control and understanding that his decision that he's making is a good decision as well.
And ladies, it's not just with him, but it's people in general.
True.
And exactly what you're saying, because a lot of times it changes how your brain is wired. So if you're in a role, which is a lot of smart, intelligent, beautiful women, you're in roles where you have to make a lot of really important decisions. Yes. So you're a boss, maybe you're a doctor, you work in healthcare, you're an administrator, you're a lawyer, you're those like that type of person where you're constantly looking for risks, you're analyzing numbers. A lot of my real estate girls, my mortgage broker ladies, all of them, they're all in our programs because you do have to rely a lot on your logical, rational thinking and being able to make really important decisions, which is not a bad thing, babe. Like, that's a good thing. But when it comes to your man and just other people in general, if you're constantly needing to control, but you're constantly needing to correct and critique people, which is great for your business, great for your career, but will destroy relationships. Yeah. People will be repelled by you. People don't want to be, who wants to be around somebody that's constantly critiquing them? Unless they've paid you to do that, yes. Which your husband hasn't, or men definitely don't want to be coached or critiqued by you. Okay, they want to be inspired by you. They do not want to be critiqued by you. But what often happens with women is it actually changes the wiring in your brain when you have been doing that for so long that a lot of women are just not even aware of this, which is why in our programs, like I do a lot of nervous system re-regulating. So you learn how to shift in and out of that. Like you can do that with your work or with business, but when it comes to dating, or if you just want to do business different, you want to start attracting people that don't need to be taken care of all the time, you do need to rewire how your brain functions. Number 3 is you're super guarded. Super guarded. Okay, I understand this all the time, not only for myself, if you've been wounded, but the women that I work with, if you've been through a divorce, you've just been through life, right? You've been hurt. What happens is the survival mechanism that happens is the guard goes up. The nervous system is like in survival mode, right? And it's easily triggered. So in order to not feel pain, you don't want to let anybody in. But if you don't let anybody in, you don't let the man that you want in. Yeah. They're not even going to see you if you're super guarded. We literally just did a video. You guys got to go check it out where we're talking about how women have that resting bee face on. They're always serious. You know, they're all in their head energy. And they're guarded. Men won't even approach you. So if you find that you don't even have men approaching you, that is the sign you are guarded in your energy.
I'll go to number 4.
Okay.
Which is really having a hard time receiving, which is almost connected to guarding, right? And it comes from when you're an overgiver,
right?
And also not feeling like you deserve it.
So good,
right?
babe.
Because we can, it can be stuff as little as opening the door. It could be a gift that was sent and you just feel like you need to share it with someone else, right? It's never being able to receive it for yourself, but always seeing once you receive it, it's like, how can I get rid of this?
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
and and it's good thoughts behind it, like, okay, the kids need this, the
yeah.
kids need that. I know we even had,
He's had to retrain me a
yes,
lot.
we've had a situation where it's like, okay, I want to get something to eat out. I think our single mothers really understand. Now you're thinking like, okay, if the kids don't eat out, then I can't eat out. And it's a good thought, but looking at the factors, like even in that situation, the kids ate out the day before,
Yeah.
right? So it's okay for you to receive something that nobody else gets.
Right.
And it's just taking that and not thinking like someone else is missing out, or how can I look at them if I do this and they're not a part of it. Some people can't go on vacations without their kids, right? It's just like you're not able to receive and get stuff for yourself without feeling like someone
Guilty.
else, yes, without feeling guilty and like I need to share this, right?
Exactly. So yeah, so to add to that too, babe, and this is something I've really had to work on, and we're doing this to help you just bring awareness, right? But you can't receive compliments, not only for yourself, like you can't even tell yourself compliments, let alone have other people give you compliments, or you can't receive gifts. You have a hard time if you have something new or you got money, you give it away right away. This is what I struggled with, like just being such an overgiver, which is brings me to my next point is you're an overgiver. And the reason why you're an overgiver, just think of the masculine feminine energy.
Yeah.
The masculine gives, right? Think of anatomy of a man and an anatomy of a woman. The woman receives, the man produces, right? Gives. So it's okay to give once in a while, but if you're constantly in the state of giving and you don't know how to receive, like you have receiving blocks, something I help my women release, you're going to constantly stay in that mode. And what happens is it burns out your hormones because hormonally, women are not designed to be in their masculine energy. That's why women have, the cortisol spikes, the adrenal fatigue, the perimenopause issues, low progesterone, all those issues, PCOS, even infertility issues, because they're constantly in that overgiving, doing masculine energy mode. And your body reflects that. Your relationships reflect that, and your body reflects that. So you're overgiving, you're oversharing. Sometimes you overtalk. I've had to really work on that. When you're with people, you cut them off, you're over talking, you're oversharing. With clients, you're just constantly overgiving to the point that it burns you out. It's okay to be a very generous giver and be a very generous person. We don't want you to be super guarded, but if you're overgiving to the point where it's burning you out, that's what we're talking about.
And it's similar to overthinking. Before you even hear it out or before you receive it, it's gone. Because in your mind, I just have to get rid of this. So the oversharing, even in conversations with women, you're talking to a man and you just tell him everything.
Yeah.
Can't hold back everything that's on your mind. You're just giving, and you're giving him too much information. You just don't want to volunteer information that's not needed. So oversharing is definitely one of those signs that lets you know that you may be in your masculine energy.
Another sign is that you attract people that need to be taken care of. So feminized men, you tie that to your value. And this is once again something I've had to work on, where you're used to taking care of people. That's how you feel valued. That's how you feel needed. Remember, the masculine needs to feel needed. So if you're struggling with, I need to feel needed, then babe, you're in your masculine energy. Because as a woman, as the feminine, your hormones will do better. Your relationships will do better if you learn to receive, and you feel safe receiving, and you feel good receiving, and you feel worthy to receive. You don't have to convince somebody to want to provide and protect you. That is rooted, babe, in childhood wounds. Oftentimes it's from religion, old beliefs, where there's that lack of worthiness there of just receiving, just because it's your birthright. That's why God calls you his bride. It's your divine birthright, babe. Okay. But I know your masculine mind might be like trying to overanalyze this right now. But once you catch this, babe, you feel so good in your body and in your relationships. Just to summarize, signs that you're still functioning in your heavy masculine energy and you don't realize it. because no, babe, it's not just about lipstick and wearing high heels. Okay. So you're overthinking, overanalyzing. You have even a hard time sleeping because you're always overthinking. Number two is you're always overgiving. So you're constantly overgiving, oversharing. Three, you're providing, you attract people that need to be taken care of. You're super guarded. So that wall is up. You don't even want to let people in because you are so guarded because you've been wounded. You're in survival mode still. You are super combative and need to control. So you're constantly correcting, critiquing, trying to coach everybody, especially your man. You got the hormone issues happening also because you're burnt out, right? So your hormones are burnt out. So adrenal fatigue, perimenopause symptoms, stubborn belly fat, PCOS, fertility issues. The list goes on and on because it has a ripple effect. Even insulin resistance, diabetes, all that stuff, that all has a ripple effect from having high cortisol levels because your hormones are stressed out, babe. You have a hard time receiving. So it's hard for you to receive compliments, receive help from people, receive gifts, receive money. You just tend to give it away as soon as you get it. Okay, so for my ladies that want help in this area, you came to the right spot. This is literally what we do because I could literally write a chapter book on being in your masculine energy and how to get out of it for the boss babes and the mamas and the single moms. So in our community, in our programs, we actually help you get out of your head, rewire your nervous system, your hormones, and your feminine energy to learn to receive and learn to attract your dream guy, masculine husband, father, bonus daddy, or whatever it is that you're calling in. Better clients as well.
Yes.
So I deeply, deeply, deeply understand what it takes for a woman to heal and really start embodying that energy that becomes so magnetic, so potent that all your desires start coming towards you in a healthy way. And that's what I want to help you do. So we have a 30-day challenge. We'll leave the link below. You can come and you're going to learn from me. You get to learn from Brian, who we're actually living this out. You know, we're a blended family and we're living our best life right now. We want to help you do that.
Even as you're getting your body and everything together, for most women, the ultimate goal is to get in a healthy relationship.
Yes, that's what we care about.
Yes. So really just helping from that angle and being able to bring that masculine energy to understand how we think.
Yes. And the biggest thing that we want you guys to know, whoever's watching this, does not matter if you've been single your whole life, you've been divorced 5 times, you've gone through a loss like me, you know, you're a single mom, whatever it is, or maybe you're 20 and we want to help you prevent some of the stuff that we've had to go through. But you're never too far gone and things can change instantly, but you have to make that decision right now. You have to start embodying that right now. You're not waiting for him. It's you, babe. Okay? So that's what I want you to leave with. And yeah, we love you.